Hey guys, it's Fan6454 and today I'm going to be filming another little get ready with me. Let me get situated here. Okay, so yesterday I posted a video called Fun Purple Eyes and Lips Get Ready With Me. I had to think for a second there to remember that. Inspired by the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipstick in the shade Creator, which if you guys saw the video, it's a beautiful purple shade. Today, I'm going to be using another Maybelline Superstay liquid lipstick. This time, I'm going to be using the shade Fighter, which is a gorgeous, warm brown color. I absolutely love brown lipstick. It's one of the most stunning colors ever. So, without further ado, let's get started. This is actually my second take recording this video. I was about halfway through my look earlier, and I got a phone call, so I had to take all my makeup off and restart. But I did try a couple of new techniques in this in the last take that I'm going to be using in this one. So just starting with my concealer as per usual. I already have on my astringent that I put on at the beginning of the video, my last video. And I don't know why I'm doing this, going back and forth between the camera and my mirror. This mirror is by EcoTools. It came in a brush kit. And by the way, my concealer is once again the MAC Studio Finish concealer. It's the only concealer I have that matches me. I do have a few samples of a Bare Minerals concealer. I forget the name of the formula, to be honest with you. But none of the colors matched me. The lightest shade was too dark for me. And I am a MAC NW20. Okay, speaking of NW20, back in with the same powder that I used yesterday. A lot of the same products that I used yesterday are going to be used again today, just solely because of the fact that I don't own as much face products as I probably should. Going in with the same kabuki brush that I used in my last video, the Spa Resource Kabuki. I really don't know if this brand still exists. I haven't seen it in a long time. They used to do a lot of lotions, and I used to have their coconut body cream that I used to use all the time. It smelled absolutely amazing, and I'm sorry, my feet are squashed right underneath my heater, and my ankles hurt. Okay, I'm good. I'm double jointed in my knees, so I just have to bend my legs a very unnatural way in order to get comfortable here. I cannot talk. Okay, in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. Sorry guys, I don't want to blind you. Okay, let's just do this. And with that, and the last time I tried to record this, I used the EcoTools angled contour brush. I have no idea what this brush is called. Probably because the label wore off, because a lot of EcoTools brushes have the names on the sides of them. This one's upside down, I'm sorry. But this one's worn off, so I have no idea what this is supposed to be. But I found this one applied my contour much cleaner, and it made my cheeks look much more distinct, and it just concentrated the product in one area a little bit better. I'm sorry, things are a little bit all over the place right now. Let's go with a little bit more because I think I used a little bit too much. A little bit more on this side. I apologize for my hair getting in the way, guys. This is normal for me. My hair is always in the way. I shed ridiculously. I do this, and I pull a lot of hair out. It's gross. I don't like it. But it's what happens when you have naturally curly hair like this that gets so matted that you can't brush it. It's physically impossible to brush without ripping out half my hair or without it hurting like a little biatch. Okay, let's go underneath my jawline. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm actually very impressed with the weather today. It's actually sunny for the first time in 2 weeks. If any of my viewers live in Newfoundland, you guys know that it's been raining and very windy in St. John's for the last 2 weeks. So it's very, very nice to see some actual sun, which is lovely. Just contouring out these temples, which lowers my hairline. I mentioned this in the last take. I used to contour my nose, and I used to make it so stupidly skinny, because if you guys can tell, my nose is crooked. So I used to contour it to make it look a little bit more even and make it look smaller. But it got to the point where I just made it look this thin. And it didn't look like me anymore. If you follow me on my personal Instagram and you go back through and you see my pictures from early 2017, you know what my nose looked like, and it was absolutely hideous. It looked dirty. I didn't know how to blend contour at the time. I still don't know how to contour my nose properly. So, yeah. Alright, I actually need to apologize for using the MAC Boom Boom Bloom highlight powder, to highlight my face, because this was a limited edition product and you can't get it anymore. I need to apologize for that. This is the only product I have to do something like this with, and I have $17 to my name, so I cannot afford to go anywhere and get something else. I get paid tomorrow, but I still won't be making enough to pay off my credit card and buy something like this. I don't even think I'll have enough money to pay off my credit card, because I've only worked a couple shifts in this last pay period because of my school schedule. I can only work 1 day a week, and then they canceled my shift last week for no reason. Well, I just wasn't scheduled, which I didn't know until I walked into work, and they were like, "You're not supposed to be here." And I was like, "Oh, pleasant surprise. Well, oh, surprise. I don't work tonight." And then I realized I don't have any money. Anyway, another apology for this next product, my highlighter. This is the Revlon Color Stay Mineral Finishing Powder in the shade Brighten. This powder was discontinued in 2011, very early 2011. I was one of the last people at my drugstore to get one of these on New Year's Eve 2010. I absolutely adore this. Going in with my Real Techniques brush, I love this highlighter so much. It's this beautiful pink tone, and this one is really blinding. It's more blinding on camera than it is in person, but you can like see that shine there. So stunning. I love this stuff so much. And when I run out, I will cry. Look at that. That sun is really showing this off. Up the bridge of my nose. And you can definitely see that. Whoo, that's a sheen and a half. Okay. Okay. I promise in my next video I will use a highlighter that's more accessible to you guys. I promise. Alright, on to blush. Again, apologies. I don't know if this is discontinued or not. It's only been of recent that I found out that this might be discontinued, and it is the Benefit Boxed Blush in the shade Coralista. I got this about 4 years ago when I was in Bath in the UK. I paid £23 for it, but realized afterward that I should have just bought it here for $36, because I technically paid $46 for it in the UK. This is the Sephora blush brush that I used in my last video, the only blush brush that I use. This came in a kit, I believe, in a holiday kit, which is why the handle's all glittery. All of my Sephora brushes are from that holiday kit. My mom's friend gave it to me a couple of years ago. I think it was like the holiday 2017 brush set or something like that. I have no idea. I don't know if you can see that blush, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's so soft, so subtle. Alright, time to prep these lips. Another lip scrub. Pancakes and Syrup from the Jeffree Star family collection. I don't know if you can still get this. I got this last year. So it was available. Sorry, I got this year. This past winter, back in January. So, if it was available a year after, I'm assuming it might still be available. I know Peach Popsicle still is. It is very yummy. Okay. Take off that excess. Alright, let's go in with the shade. Excuse you. Let's go in with Fighter. This is a beautiful, warm-toned brown color. Almost terracotta. I love terracotta colors. Oh my god, there's still sugar on my lips. Ugh. Okay. Let's see if I can not ruin these lips this time, like in my last video. They're so lopsided. I'm sorry, I'm like periodically looking back over just to see if I'm still in frame. Okay, that's a better application than yesterday. So much better. After I finished uploading my video, I actually had to take off the lip, reapply it, wait for it to dry, which took a while in order for me to post my photo to Instagram, my beauty Instagram, which again, I will link down below for you guys. All right, time for eyes. As usual, like I did in my last video. Can't talk. Painterly Paint Pot. I use my finger. Easier to apply. And I don't need a mirror for this. I'm just eyeballing in my viewfinder. Okay. Alright. Now, I'm actually prepared. And I brought over my Morphe palette. This is the 35W. The Warm It Up palette that I use every day to set my eyeshadow base and to do my eyebrows that I forgot to bring over yesterday. I hold on to the names just so I know what to do. Alright, going in with the Anastasia brush that I got with the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to go in with this shade here called Buff, and this is going all over my eye area just to set painterly. I used to use this peachy shade over here called Half and Half, and as you can see, I have not much left. And filling in my brows, same brush I used yesterday. This, if you guys missed that video, this is the brush that came with the Urban Decay Naked palette, that double-sided brush. I'm going in with the smaller end, and I'm going into the shade Untainted, which is a gorgeous matte brown. It's a very neutral brown. It's not too warm, not too deep. And I'm going to use this to fill in my eyebrows. I don't have any brow products. I don't have any brow gels, brow pomades, or anything. I don't have a powder that's tailored for brows. I just use a dark brown eyeshadow. So that's all I use that palette for. Okay. Now that I have that set up, time to get started on these eyes. I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. Absolutely love this. This is the most expensive piece of makeup that I own. I'm going in with my MAC 217 brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Sandalwood right here. Is a beautiful deep sand color. So let's go in and start this transition moment in my crease. Ooh, that highlight. Okay, that highlight is intense on camera. A lot more intense on camera than it looks in real life. I can promise you that. Alright, I'm just laying down this rough transition in my crease. If you haven't used any Huda Beauty products, the eyeshadows have a little bit of fallout. Well, the mattes do, but nothing too crazy. I don't mind when there's fallout in a shadow, as long as it blends and it applies well. I'm not bothered. Is that what I'm looking for? A little bit, kind of. Let's add a little bit more on my inner corner. My God, my skin is flaking. I'd rather have my skin be flaking than it be breaking out, though. By the way, I'm only dipping into the eyeshadow a couple of like light taps every time, and I'm making the shape a little bit too big. Okay, let's fix this. I always go in with a little 1, 2, and then I apply it. Yeah, you can see the shape is a little bit off. There's more brow space over here than there is over here. So. Okay. I apologize if you hear the noise outside. Actually, what am I doing? All right. Like I did yesterday, oh, there's still some purple on here from yesterday's video. I'm gonna go in with my Eco Tools angled crease brush. Sorry, had to clean it off. And I'm gonna use the same palette. I'm gonna go into the shade Henna right here, slightly deeper. Actually, it's a lot deeper than Sandalwood. It's a little bit more red toned. I'm gonna sneeze. I can feel a sneeze coming. 1 second. Excuse me. Alright. 1 or 2 taps into the product. And like I did yesterday, I'm just going to create that wing, light wing, and I'm going to bring it into the crease. This is going to not only deepen the crease, but add to this look. And I'm going to deepen it with an even darker color after this. I'm trying to stay in the warm tones. This is a very terracotta look, like I said, inspired by the lipstick. Okay. I think I definitely achieved the shape on this side better than I wanted to on this side. So let's fix that. Let's bring henna down a little bit onto my lid. I always want a little bit of it on my lid, not too much, so that way it gives a really cool shape, eyelid space for me to put my lid colors. Okay. Is that what I want? Yes, it is. I'm going to deepen my crease after I put on my lid color, so I'm going to do my eyelids first. So I'm going to start with the Mini Breaker palette by Jeffree Star. And I'm going to go into shade Slice right here, which is a gorgeous, like, golden amber color. Absolutely stunning. And I'm going to go in with my Sephora brush, which is very purple from yesterday. That needs to be fixed. I need to fix that. Sorry, guys. I thought I cleaned my brushes off yesterday. I did not, apparently. Okay, that looks better. Alright, so just so you guys can see me going from pan to eye. Brush is coated. Ooh, my hair is getting in that. All right. I'm only putting this on the outer portion of my eyelid. I'm going in with a slightly paler gold in my inner eye. And I'm getting even paler as I go in here. This color is absolutely beautiful. I was going to use Donor from the Blood Sugar palette, but that one is a little bit too dark and too bronzy for what I wanted for this. I wanted this to be very golden, warm toned, and I used enough kind of bronzish tones in the crease to get that terracotta look. Okay. That is exactly what I want from that. Now I'm just going to wipe this off because I'm going to be using the same brush to do the lighter shade. Now let's go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Alyssa Edwards palette. I love this palette. Same brush, we're going into the shade Inspire right here. I apologize if I'm blinding you guys with the mirror. So this is a paler gold, and this is going to go in the inner part of the eye like that, and it's just going to blend in with Slice and make it just look so much more diffused, and it's just going to blend beautifully, which it is. Actually, I think I have to go back into Slice to diffuse this. I love how this is looking right now. But I want to move Slice over a little bit further. So let's do that. And this is just going to blend them together and make it a clean gradient like that. I'm just going to move it over a little bit more. There we go. That is exactly what I want. All right, now I'm going to start deepening this crease, and this is where things can go really wrong. I used a lighter brush, a lighter application to apply henna, so I'm going to go back in with that just to reinforce that look and just to really reinforce this wing that I made. So I'm going to go in with the Eco Tools Liner Smudge Brush, and I'm going to go back in with the henna color that I was using earlier, and I'm just going to sweep it across here a little bit just to reinforce that shape and blend it up. Into my crease. And I am going to go back in with Sandalwood just to diffuse and blend that shape a little bit more. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay. I think I just need to angle this up a little bit more. Okay, now let's do this eye. This is the shape I want on this eye. Okay, I'm actually getting it on this eye. I lied. I wasn't getting it right on this eye. I'm getting it right on this eye. Whoops, sorry. Okay, I didn't intend to do this, but when I moved the henna color down here, it just kind of mixed with Slice and made it a little bit more red. I didn't mean to do that, but it's actually looking kind of stunning. I really like that. Okay. That is, I guess that's what I want. And I'm just going to quickly go back in with Sandalwood, but I'm using the Accent Shadow Brush from Eco Tools. And I'm just going to go over henna really quickly just to kind of diffuse that and make it a little bit lighter and softer, less crude. Okay. I'm going to go in with a deeper shade under the eyes. I'm going to go back in with the liner smudge brush, and I'm going to use the same palette. I'm going to go in with Cocoa right here, this deep brown. It's kind of a chestnutty brown. So this is going to go right underneath my eyes, as you can see right there. Just going to deepen everything, and when I put my black liner on, it's just going to make everything a little bit smokier under here, which is what I like. Okay. All right, time to highlight this eye. I'm gonna go in with the famous Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I absolutely love this. I'm gonna go in with shade Primavera with my itty bitty highlighting brush that I used to use. This is a super, super pale gold, and this is going right in here just to really bring those golds that I put on my lid together. Gorgeous. And now, same brush, I'm going to go in with Tempera right here, this like cream kind of bone color. Well, not really a bone color, but it's more of a like an off-white satin finish color. This is just going to go up here on my brow bone just to kind of soften everything up here all together. And that's what I'm looking for. Cool. All right. Like in my last video, I don't need a mirror for these last couple steps. Let's do some eyeliner. My usual eyeliner, Maybelline Eye Studio. And I just used the brush that came with it. And I'm just going to pop that right in my waterline. I'm sorry, I'm using my camera to do this. It's just easier. That. And curling the lashes. Okay. For mascara today, I'm using another Sephora sample like in my last video. I'm using the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. I absolutely love this mascara. This is my favorite mascara of all time. I would purchase the full size if I had money. I think I got mascara on my eyelid. That's great. Let me just double check that. Yeah, I did. I got it on my lid. Cool. Fix that. Alright, that's as good as it's gonna get. Alright, last and final step, MAC Fix Plus. Set this face